Hello everybody, welcome to the first race of the new iGPFun season, 2019 season 2. Today we are starting at Okayama, Formula 1 raced here in 1994 and thereabouts. It was called Aida, the track. As always, we'll show you the qualifying results. I recommend you pause the video and read the details if you want. But very quickly, pole position went to Stefan Hermann. He restarted where he left it. He was on pole for the last race of the previous season at Brandsatch. Patrick Kessler, position 2, only 400ths of a second behind Stefan. Patrick is in his first iGPFun race. Thank you for joining us. Row 2 for Jiri Mojak, again, let me know how to pronounce it. And Mike Cannon, very good performance by Mike. I believe it's his best qualifying position in iGPFun. Clark Williams and Christian Novak on row 3. Christian is a rookie again, first race for him. Jesus Manuel and Tom Depke on row 4. Row 5 for Luca Varani and Rodrigo Caperetto Ferreira. Mario Pesce and Boria Bueno on row 6. Stefano Carlo Finazzi and David Butlar on row 7. Fedi Venekamp and Patrick Ramirez. Then we have Fabrizio Giorgini, David Irwin, position 19 for Jonathan Almenar, Kevin Verman, position 20. Steve Bowman, Michael Nazer, Stephen Smith, Donald Strout, Giovanni Sellito, Jean-François Maté, Ralph Kemmerer, Juan Peña Hidalgo, Leonard Carey is down the field, Richard Valli, Lance Simon and Jordi Mendes. Cars are starting. Somebody driving off track. I didn't quite see the driver. But apart from that, everybody seems clean through the field. Some side-by-side racing here. A little bit of a gap between the first 4 or 5 cars, 6 cars actually, and the other ones. Varani attacking, I believe it was Jesus Manuel on the outside, passing. This is the slow section of the track. Somebody challenging for position 5. It's, I believe, Christian Novak. I have some problems once again with sorry, I was saying I have some problems with telemetry, not quite working right now, not sure why. Let's get some of the information on screen. Position 1 is Patrick Kessler having a look on the inside, and behind them again there is battling. I just cannot seem to find the camera angle. Let me reset the telemetry software and see what happens. All right. Again, sorry for being a little absent. I'm having a lot of problems with software. Things will get better in a second. This is Stephen Smith attacking David Irwin for position 21. Behind them, I believe it's Donald Strout. Yes, Donald just passed Lance Simon for position 23. Whereas Mike Cannon and Christian Novak are battling for position 4, 5 and 6 actually. I'm not used to see Mike with a yellow livery. It's new for the season, I believe. Idea why the telemetry is not working for me. You can see it on screen. I just have problems directing the cameras towards the car. That's Ralph Kemmerer, I believe. I don't know. Somebody was leaving the pits. Jonathan Almenar, it was. Donald Strout, meanwhile, back in position 23, is passing somebody else, entering the pits. I apologize, I'm having really a terrible time. It was Stephen Smith entering the pit. I was saying I'm having a terrible time trying to find out what's going on, really. So let's move back to position 5 and 6, where there is quite a train of cars. This is Mike Cannon on the inside of Christian Novak. Behind them it's Barani, followed by Jesus Manuel, Tom Depke, Rodrigo Caperetto Ferreira, Boria Bueno, a lot of cars just jostling for position. It's been a very clean race in this group. Let's see a replay of what was going on. This is Tom Depke with a Brabham-like livery, Rodrigo Ferreira with a orange and green car. Meanwhile, let's look at the leaders, because Patrick is attacking his teammate on the inside. Not quite finishing the move. Giri and Giri Mojak and Clark Williams are right behind them. And just about everybody else, that's Varani running wide in the dirt. Clark very close to Giri. Meanwhile, let's have a look at Jordi Ardid Mendez attacking Lance Simon for position, not sure, position 23. One of the characteristics of the iGPFun races is that there are battles everywhere on the track. Let's go back to the leaders. This is a replay. We are 10 seconds. We have a short 10 seconds replay. I was saying just about everybody in the field has somebody to battle with. Mike Cannon now defending from Christian Novak. Now this is giving Varani and everybody behind a chance to catch up with them. I guess that this driver must be having fun. That's Jesus Manuel behind them. There was side-by-side action between Jesus and Tom, and passing each other right now. It's just very difficult for me to focus on different drivers because, well, again, the software to take care of the camera is just not working. So apologies for not covering everybody as I would like, but that's a really nice group of cars. It's position, I don't know, let's say from Mike Cannon, position 5 to position 14, David Butlar. They are just about all together. It's Leonard Carey attacking David and now chasing Mario Pesce. Whereas Rodrigo Ferreira just moving on the inside of Jose Manuel. And a nice and clean pass. Behind Jesus is, if I can get to him. So the red car is Borja Bueno, another rookie driver in the iGPFun tournament. Thank you for joining us. Jesus going a little wide in this slow hairpin. Not a huge deal, but certainly not good either. Mike Cannon, meanwhile, has gained a little bit of a gap. Let's have a look at Leonard Carey. He just passed Mario Pesce for position 13, and let's get a replay of this going. Looks like a nice and clean attack in turn 1. well, nice and clean, I hope so. Yes, it did. There is some tearing, sorry for that, in the screen, on the screen. Somebody has Lance Simon battling with Stephen Smith. Battling is maybe not the right word, but where both cars were going out. Let's try to move back to the group of cars. Let's see if I can get the leaders on screen. There was actually Boria Bueno attacking Jesus. Boria with a white and red car. Meanwhile, the yellow car on the inside is Gianni Sellito. Sellito is lapped. He had to stop in the pit lane, so it's actually leaving everybody through. Some problem for Jesus. Did he miss a gear or something? Now under pressure, Jesus by Stefano Finazzi and a lot of our drivers. We have had 6 laps so far, so 1/5, 20% of the race, and this is Leonard Carey attacking Stefano Finazzi on the inside. So Leonard is gaining, well, it's going off track now, but he's gaining almost 1 position every lap. He started down in the field. I believe position 29 is now up to 12, so that's really impressive. Well, not anymore actually. Let's see if we can get a replay. There was an accident between Leonard and Jesus, I believe. So this is a replay of the attack on Stefano Finazzi. Leonard with a black car on the inside. That was bad. I'm not sure what went on. I wouldn't even call it a overtaking attempt because it just arrived incredibly long under braking and crashed into him. Oh well. Not a good move. Leonard usually is a clean driver, so I guess he just made a mistake. It can happen to anyone. This instead is Freddy Bennekamp, I believe. He was attacking Mario Pesce. Now, Pada is starting to get some control over the cameras. It's just the position are completely wrong, but at least I can see the driver names. Looking at Fedin now. In front of him, is it Leonard? Yes, it is. Just being passed. Let's try to get the leaders back on track on camera. Sorry for missing them, it's just that there was a lot going on in the rest of the field. That's the two leaders have quite an advantage, quite a gap on position 3, but let me see what's going on again between Stephen Smith and Lance Simon. Just, well, that was a nice recovery by Stephen. Not sure what's going on with him. He's moving left and right. Clearly some problem with the car. Behind them is Hardy Mendez, another new driver to the league. Thank you for joining us. Let's try to get somebody else on camera in a second. This is not really what I wanted. I just moved back through the field. Again, apologies for all the problems. I'll try to fix the software for the next broadcast. So let's look at the leader for a little bit, because Stefan Herman now has a 0.9 seconds advantage on Patrick Kessler. Then we have Clark Williams and Jiri Moyak, Bob, let me know. They are about 3 seconds behind the leaders. Here they are. Jiri was ahead of Clark, so I missed the overtake. Must have happened sometimes earlier on. Let me see if we can get it. If we can get a replay of it. Apparently not. We'll stay to that. Let's have a look actually at Luca Varani was defending from Tom Devke. Let's move back a little bit. So Varani is on the inside, on the long straight, driving into the hairpin. Tom on the outside. Not quite making the pass. Behind them is Rodrigo Caperetto Ferreira and Boria Bueno. They seem to be having a fight with each other as well. Let's look at them. So this was a group of 8-10 cars at one point. It has now broken. The group has been split. We are 9 laps into the race, about 1/3 of the race distance. Behind them is Mario Pesce and Fendi Benekamp. Fastest lap of the race, this lap, was Clark Williams, 1:24.6. And back in the field there is Donald Strout, battle for position 17 with Jean-François Maté. Nice and clean pass on the inside. Can Jean-François get back at Donald? Doesn't seem like it. I believe both of these two drivers have real-life racing experience. Donald certainly did have. Let's go back to Mario Pesce and Fedi Benekamp with they're close by, only 0.4 seconds between these two drivers. And let me have a look at the you say, at the standings. So we have Stefan Herman still leading, being chased by his teammate. We are sticking to this group because Boria is attacking Rodrigo on the inside. I believe they are both Spanish drivers. Rodrigo has been in the iGPFun tournament for years. It's one of the regular drivers. Thank you for sticking with us. And if we go back to Lance Simon, we have Kevin Verman trying to attack. We'll see what's going on. I'm not sure the overlay says that Kevin is passing while he's chasing Ralph Kammerer, but this is actually not Ralph Kammerer. I believe Kevin is just one lap behind the other drivers. We'll keep these guys on camera just to see what's going on. That was Jiri Clark Williams and Jiri Moyak. So let me go back. Let's change focus. Is Michael Naser, position 15, passing Fabrizio Giorgini on the inside. I think Fabrizio. Well, what happened after that? I kind of missed it. Michael, did he just lose the car? I didn't quite see what was going on. So let's go back to Jiri and Clark. This is what we were seeing earlier. That's they're passing the lap car of Kevin. Behind, in front of them is the two leaders, Stefan and Patrick. It's a very confusing broadcast. Apologies once again for this. It's just that I'm having all sorts of problems with the software. I don't know if I told you before. Let's try to get the leaders on camera in a second. So we have Stefan with a yellow car in position 1. Half a second behind him is Patrick Kessler, same livery. Then we have Clark Williams and Jiri Moyak in the background, about 6 seconds behind behind the leaders. Mike Cannon, position 5, then Christian Novak. To give you an idea, the leaders are lapping in 1:24.4. This was Patrick Kessler, the fastest lap of the race. Position 6, Christian Novak, 7, Luca Varani. They are lapping in 1:25.4, so they lost a full second this lap. Cars are retiring in front of the leaders. That's weird. People are certainly not supposed to do that. I'm not sure what was going on. So position 7, Luca Varani. 8 is Tom Depke. He has dropped back a little bit. He was not able to pass Varani. Then we have Borja Bueno, or Borja Bueno, again, let me know the pronunciation. Christian Novak just had a problem. I think he lost control. Let's try to get a replay of that. Yes, he did. He saved the car before touching the Armco. and lost 3, maybe 4 places. A pity. Christian was driving a very nice race. It's his again. It's his first race. He's actually relatively new to the car. He's coming from the Skip Barber, and certainly he's not. He has a great performance. Again, Rodrigo chasing Boria for position 8 and 9. I was trying to read the standings, so we are at position 10, Christian Novak now. 11, Stefano Finazzi, Mario Pesce at 12, Fedi Venekamp, then Fabrizio Giorgini, Michael Naser, Donald Stroud, David Irwin, Jean-François Matte and Juan Peña Hidalgo. Position 20 is Gianni Sellito, 21 Leonard Carey, 22 Hordi Mendez, and then Ralph Kemmerer, Kevin Berman, Stephen Smith, David Butlar, I believe actually as the stop. So David is the last one of the, well, he's the first of the retired cars. Let's look at the leaders, because Patrick has now attacked Stefan for position 1. Let's see if we can get a little more of it on camera. Yes, here it is. Just drafting on the long straight and diving on the inside. I must say Stefan was a gentleman. He left a lot of room on the inside. I think that Patrick has upped the pace a little bit. I would really love to give you a reliable indication on the lap time, but that information has disappeared once again. Patrick has really he's flying. I mean, he has given half a second to his teammate in just about half a lap. 124.1 is how do you say, his lap time. Let's this is the camera car from Patrick. Back at Stefan is quite far away, despite the. I don't think he can actually take advantage of a draft from this far away. Stefan getting closer, of course, in the slow corners. The gap, the time gap is the same, the distance gap is shortening because the speed is lower. This is instead what Stefan is seeing. Another lap. We are 16 lap to go. We are almost halfway through the race. A little bit of a oversteer, a little bit of snap oversteer for Stefan, saved without the troubles. These are all very good drivers. Let's try to get somebody else on camera. This is Tom. There are no close fights at the moment. Well, except for Rodrigo, who has been chased by Christian Novak. Christian, can he make it stick? Yes, it can. Nice, well done. So Christian is now up in position 9. Now let's look at his gearbox camera, but oops, that's not Christian. Oh crap, sorry. So this is Renault's camera from Rodrigo. I just wanted to see the two cars getting close together and I missed it. Somebody on the inside, not sure what was going on. It's a lapped car. It was just letting the leaders through. Let's move back to a closer shot. Tom Depke is only 1 second behind Varani, but there is a lapped car in between. The lapped car is it's just braking earlier and allowing the leaders through. That was Kevin Verman. Well done, Kevin. Whereas this is Donald Strout on the inside with David Irwin getting through. That was a little weird. Well, David has not been on camera, so he's now up to position 16. I'm trying to get just about everybody on screen. It's not so easy with 30 drivers. Donald is very close, just braking earlier. That's a safe approach, avoiding troubles. And let's see if we can follow somebody else on track. Stefan Herman is, well, Patrick has opened the gap from between him and Stefan, so probably not worth following them. And let's see if we can concentrate on the battle for third place. This is Clark Williams with a black and green car. Giri behind him. These are the slow corners. They are all second gear. You can see the rev and the gearing information on the steering wheel. In front of them, the white. Wow, that was nice save by Clark, but of course he lost the position. Meanwhile, just to give you an idea of the pace of the leaders, 124.0 Patrick Kessler, 123.9 Stefan Herman. A little bit of oversteer was nicely saved by Clark. So now Giri is third. Behind them, Fabrizio Giorgini and Michael Naser are very close by. Let's have a look at them. Fabrizio with a red car, the Brabham livery from the 70s. Michael, I'm not quite sure. I think it's a Jordan livery. Let me have a look. It is. Not from the 70s. This is probably 96, 97, something like that. see if we can get somebody else on camera. Juan Peña Hidalgo, let me see. Just position 19. He has actually a 16 seconds advantage of Gianni Sellito after Gianni was forced to stop. So let's try to get somebody else on camera. Clark Williams and Jiri Moyak are once again close to each other. Jiri has been able to opening a little bit of a gap after passing Clark in the last corner a couple of laps ago. The leaders have just about 11 laps to finish the race, so we are two-thirds into the race. There seems to be no close fights. Position 9, there is Christian Novak. He has a 7/10 of a second advantage over Rodrigo, but Christian seems to be opening up a gap, so he's gaining ground, so we'll not look at them. And let's see if we can get some telemetry action going, some telemetry information. As always, we only have telemetry for Varani's car. It's not that I don't want to show our drivers, it's just that that's what we have. Let me see, the lap time is 1:24.9, so is 7/10 of a second slower than the leaders. There is nobody in front of him, as you can see. Alright, so this was one lap, 1:25.1. There is the brake being engaged in the middle of the corners. That's not normal. It's an issue with, it's a mechanical issue, clearly. Some electromagnetic interference, actually, I would say. Anyway, let's take the telemetry away and let's get the driver information back. And going back to the battle for position 3, Clark Williams chasing Jiri. I believe this is one of the closest battle on track. Tom Depke is actually gaining ground on Varani. Tom is position 7. With 9 laps to go. there is a battle going on for position 10. Stefano Finazzi and oh, that was Rodrigo spinning. That was not a battle. What's going on? That was quite a bit of. So let's see. Rodrigo was by himself. Let's see what's happening to him. What's gonna happen to him? Just oversteering and touching the walls and almost collecting. I'm not sure. Somebody else coming onto the track. I didn't quite see who it was. So not a great move going back on track by Rodrigo, but everything was fine. And our battle is. Yeah, that was close. I do not recommend going side by side through that corner. That's Kevin Verman with a green and blue car. In front of him, I'm not sure who the driver is. I think it's Stefano Finazzi. Kevin is lapped. Whereas, let's look at Rodrigo, because he's now being chased by Mario Pesce, only half a second behind him. That's the suspension working under acceleration with right-hander. We are looking at the left rear suspension. Mario on the inside, not quite there. And let's have a look at the same kind of Rodrigo going off track. He has been having troubles. I wonder if his tires are shot. Going through the field, this is Gianni Sellito, position 20. Juan Peña Hidalgo in front of him, crashing rather hard against the barriers. I will not go back to the replay. A pity. Only 7 laps to go, 8 laps to go, and Juan just basically lost his race, or spoiled his race. This is Tom Debke, 1 second behind Varani, position 7. 125.4 is lap time, 125.8 for Varani, so Tom is gaining ground again. He had attacked Varani a couple of times earlier in the race. Rodrigo Ferreira has lost a couple of places following his spin. Patrick Kessler, we are going to move back to the leaders now. Patrick is very firmly in command. 2.5 seconds now. The gap is advantage on Stefan. And let's go back to Giri and Clark, because these two drivers are very close to each other. I still want to get this shot going. Yeah, finally I got it. Took me a couple of attempts, but here it is. So we are looking back from Giri's car, looking at Clark. Here we are. Clark is it's actually only what 0.4 seconds behind the Giri, so he will be able to take full advantage of a draft on the long straight. Now, of course, we don't know which wing settings these two drivers have, so one might be a little faster than the other on this straight. These guys are lapping in 24.7. Clark getting into, wow, nice save. Clark getting into 7th gear for a short while. Usually you stay in 6th when you are alone on the track, so that's clearly the draft. But let's move back because through the field, because now it's Christian Novak attacking Borja Bueno at the hairpin. Battle for position 8. Nice and clean driving once again, and also nice performance by Christian. I've said this earlier, but it does deserve to be complimented. So Borja, losing one place, is now 9th. And let's look back at the combatants. 5 laps to go. Clark Williams still chasing Giri. Let's switch back to Mario Pesce. I was notified that he has overtaken Fedi Venekamp. Here it is. What happened? I didn't quite see. Fedi with a orange, white and black car. That's a very nice livery. So he was clearly going off track. I couldn't quite see what was going on. Let's see. Here it is. This is a replay. Oh, that was unlucky. Actually, was Fedi did well in almost avoiding the span car of Kevin. He must have had some damage because he's having troubles now staying on track. Yeah, the front wing is bent. A pity. Fedi is position 12. He was driving a very nice race. He has only 4 laps to go, and he has a 14 seconds advantage over Michael Naser, so he will probably, I assume, keep his position. Rodrigo Ferreira, meanwhile, he keeps losing places. I believe he has retired. Moving back to the battle for 4th place, you get to, you know who these guys are. Ralf Kemmerer just entered the pit lane. That's only 4 laps to go. You don't want to stop in the pit lane at the end of the race, so something going on there as well. Meanwhile, Stefan has recorded the fastest lap of the race, 23.8, and Patrick is going to lap Donald Strout with a white and yellow car. Let's look at the camera angle, camera car from Patrick. Donald moving away on the inside and appearing in the mirrors now. We'll stay with him for one lap and move away only if anything happens somewhere else. The Venecamp, meanwhile, had to enter the pits, so his damage was apparently too much for him to drive to the end of the race. I still would have tried to do it, but of course I'm not in the car, so I don't know what the situation is. Very unlucky, Fede, or once again, let me know how to pronounce your name. Clark Williams only 0.5 seconds behind Giri with lapped traffic, and so lapped traffic moving out of the way. Again, a little bit of oversteer. I believe that Clark has some trouble with rear tires. It has been a long race, so that will be understandable. Two laps to go. Can Clark make it? He is 0.4 seconds behind Giri, so that is enough for taking advantage of a draft right here on the long straight. Moving into the hairpin corner. That's a very apt name. It doesn't seem that Clark is going to be able to really mount a proper attack on Giri, but he certainly put a lot of pressure on him, and both drivers are doing very well. They are resisting the pressure, Giri, and driving cleanly, very cleanly in the dirty air. Well, again, with a little bit of oversteer. So I was talking about dirty air. These cars do suffer when following somebody else into a fast corner. That's Fabrizio Giorgini moving on the inside, trying to get out of the way with Giri how do you say, trying to take advantage of a draft as much as possible. This is the last lap for the leaders, but we're gonna stick to these two guys. Giri defending all the way on the inside. Half a lap to go. I don't think Clark is gonna make it. There are no overtaking spots here. Somebody's crashing off track on the last lap. That was very unlucky. It was a white car. I didn't quite catch the driver. Yeah, this is the last corner, so let's move back to Patrick, who has won the race. Second place for Stefan Hermann. We have our yellow car. Very strong performance by these two drivers. Giri, Mayak, position 3. I hope they enjoyed the race with Clark Williams, because they certainly had quite a lot of fights. Position 5, Mike Cannon. Position 6, Varani Tom Depke. Position 7. This might have been his best iGPFun results, I'm not sure. Christian Novak, 8. Boria Bueno, 9. Stefano Finazzi, 10. Mario Pesce, position 11. Here it is. Position 12 for Michael Naser. Fedi Venekamp finished 13 after having to piss a couple of laps from the end. Donald Stroud 14th. David Irwin, please let me know. Position 15. 16 Fabrizio Giorgini. Jean-François Matte 17. Gianni Sellito 18. Juan Peña Hidalgo 19. Kevin Verman 20th. Ralph Kemmerer 21. Rodrigo Capelletto Ferreira 22, retired. Leonard Carey 23. Then we have Jordi, sorry, just a moment. I was saying Leonard Carey 23. Jordi Ardid Mendez 24, Steven Smith, then David Butlar, Jesus Manuel, Lance Simon, Jonathan Almenar, Patrick Ramirez, Steve Bowman, and Richard Valli. Thank you very much for joining us for this very long and somehow troubled broadcast. I'll put our sponsor logo on the screen. Sim Racing Coach, they do build very nice custom-made, handmade steering wheels and offer other services as well. So if you are interested in these sort of things, OSW wheels, these sort of things, please have a look at their website. They have very nice products at very reasonable prices. And thank you once again for joining us. Hope to see you in a couple of weeks at Suzuka. Thank you and goodbye.